everybody, I wanted to do an updated foundation routine. Believe it or not, my most popular video is the acne covering foundation routine, the first foundation video that I've ever done. It has the most views by far, which is hilarious to me because quality isn't that great in that video. So this one has much better quality, just as full coverage as that video, and still all the components that go into a foundation routine. So I'm using some new products that I really love, and I love layering them the way I did. And if you would like to see how I achieved this flawless foundation routine for acne scarring, then just keep watching. So to start off, to reduce some of the puffiness under my eyes, I'm going to use the Hendrickson Ultimate Lift Eye Gel Roll-On. This stuff is amazing. I love using this before I wear makeup. To keep my face matte throughout the day, I will be using the Benefit's Porefessional to prime just my nose, cheeks, chin, and forehead area. To prime my under and upper eyes, I will be using the Lorac Behind the Scenes Eye Primer. This will just help cut down on creasing below and above the eye. I like using this under the eye as well because if you use something like the Porefessional, it'll dry out your under eyes, but this will keep it moisturized while keeping it crease-free. Now that I have primed the skin, I'm going to go in with my Graftobian HD Cream Corrector. This is in the shade Extra Highlight. You can get basically any shade of these from their website. This is a highlighting shade, but I find it works really well for my fair skin. So I will be using that with a beauty blender, and I'm just going to kind of prep the areas where I have acne scars and also use this under my eyes. And I'm just going to take this, cover most of the face, but with a very thin layer. This will really help the foundation go on really smoothly, and it'll help with coverage as well. Now for foundation, I will be using my trusty combo, Urban Decay Naked Skin in 1.0 and my Vichy Dermafinish Corrective Foundation, and this is in 15 Opal. Now, since I went in with the Cream Corrector, I won't be needing as much foundation. Also, this foundation applies the best with your fingers. I found sponges or brushes just kind of soak it up. When you're applying something with your fingers, areas that you need more coverage, make sure to just tap it on instead of rub it on. That'll really help cover any imperfections. When you're working with something as full coverage as this and you're not blending it completely into the skin, you want to make sure to not neglect your nose. That is the #1 place that I have forgotten to blend enough, and I'll go out somewhere and my nose won't be completely covered or flawless. So you want to make sure that you don't have any marks, brush strokes, sponge marks, finger marks, nothing. Also, make sure you get this area right here on the sides of your nose. Okay, to set all of this under my eyes, I will be taking my Real Techniques setting brush, which I love for under the eyes, and my Lorac Porefection powder foundation in Ivory. And I'm just going to use the littlest amount. You can always add more powder. It's really hard to take powder away once it's on. So you want to find the most minimal amount that you have to use to get the shine away and to set the creams so that they last a long time, but you don't want to overdo it. And I'm also setting on the tops of my eyes too. This just really helps my eyeshadow go on really smoothly. To help prevent creasing, I make the face where I kind of expose where it usually creases, that face right there, and I get the powder in the creases so that it'll help it not crease as fast, and it'll help the overall flawless finish of your foundation. To set the rest of my face in place, I will be just using an EcoTools powder brush, and in the areas where I want the coverage to stay on and not move around, I'll just be kind of tapping the powder on my cheeks. I also take powder down my neck. This will help the bronzer not stick to the cream products, and I won't over bronze my neck this way. Now it is time for bronzer. I will be using my Too Faced Sun Bunny bronzer, and I take the excess off on the back of my hand, and I just kind of bronze the face in general. It's really important when you are this fair to also bronze around your forehead and down your neck as well. If you just put bronzer on your cheeks, it could look a little out of nowhere and a little weird. For blush, I will be using my L'Oreal True Match blush. This is in the color Tender Rose, or C34. Alright, so the face is completed. I really like having a powder foundation on hand just in case a little bit of what I need to cover is still kind of peeking through. You can tell this area right here, you can still see some acne scarring. I'm going to take my MAC's Studio Fix powder, and this is in the shade NC15. I'm going to take that on a Real Techniques buffing brush. I love this brush for powder foundation. It is amazing. You get good coverage, but not too much product. It is just phenomenal. And I'm just going to tap that on top of the places where I need coverage. I would really suggest investing in a good powder foundation. MAC has good ones. Bare Minerals also has a great powder foundation that's fantastic. It's just a great thing that you can throw on. You can keep it in your bag so you can touch up any areas that have worn off throughout the day. It's just a really good versatile product. And I'm just going to take my bronzer brush and just blend. Alright, this is the completed full face. I really love this method. This is my go-to method lately, and I just found that it gives me the best coverage under the eyes, on the acne scarring, everything. So what I found is the less you have to use, the better. So as long as everything's covered up, don't go too crazy on the full coverage products. Try to just add 1 or 2 full coverage products in there and use them very cautiously. Just use them in thin layers. So this completes the foundation video. I really hope you guys enjoyed this, and I will see you in my next one. Bye!